So what's happening in Ireland just now? I mean, over the fuel protests and the growing split between the right and the left that's now appearing. I think I once read somewhere that affluence is the greatest single problem that can befall a nation, because that's when we lose our natural instincts. It was explained that a sheepdog is full of instinct, and from a pup it can be released to round up sheep in a way that seems uncanny. But if you bring that sheepdog into the fire and you feed it well, it will grow used to comfort and it will lose its instincts. And then it won't get up even if a sheep falls on top of it. Something similar has happened in Western societies, and particularly in Ireland. We have been affluent for a very, very long time. Maybe not as affluent as others have been, but we've had enough. Few people have to wake up in the morning, or had to wake up in the morning, and figure out where they were going to be sleeping that night. Few people, very, very few people, had to wonder where their food was going to come from on the day ahead. Almost everyone aspired to having a job where they could at least pay their way, and we achieved that. We achieved affluence. Most of us. And what happens when we became affluent? I believe we lost our instincts. The better part of us came out, and we welcomed other people into the country. We said, we can afford it. We moved over, made room. We allowed social mores to differentiate. People done pretty much what they wanted. We said, that's okay. And then we decided we would open up our country, throw away our borders, because we were told this would help us. This would make us even more affluent. And this was the way to go. A globalized world without borders was the way to go. Our instincts told us perhaps, well, no, that's not the way it is. But affluence overtook our instincts, and we went with it. And now the bills are coming in. The farmers are not just protesting against the price of oil. Listening to them in the last few days at meetings and at the protests, they are protesting because Brazil is now sending cheap meat in amounts that they can't compete with. They can't now sell their cattle. China is sending chickens, 4-year-old, dead for 4 years, vacuum packed into our supermarkets at prices that no Irish chicken producer can produce. The jobs we felt safe with are now disappearing. On Friday morning, there was a report released by the ERSI that said 200,000 jobs are about to disappear to AI, artificial intelligence. And when you look now at the taxi ranks, they are full of Chinese cars, smaller, electric and better than can be produced in Europe. And so we see our wealth now ebbing away, and we know it is going to ebb away, and struggle is going to return to our lives. In tandem, our birth rate has collapsed because the country now is too expensive for families, but families from other places who don't have our demands, our standards, our aspirations, they are pouring in. And the whole thing seems to end, or is going to end, in disaster. If we become a minority in our homeland, as it looks we will, probably in the next 30 years, if not sooner, we all know, our instincts tell us, that no minority ever had it easy, and none ever will. So as our instincts again arise inside us, we are going to start to protest. We are going to hate those politicians who brought us this far into the trap. And we are going to hate the media who won't tell us the truth. And we're really going to hate those liberal globalists who wish that we continue further and further and further into the trap. I would suggest that our instincts is beginning to realise that struggle lies ahead. This will change how we think. This will change how everybody thinks eventually. And so things are going to get worse. Much worse. I fear that parents of Irish children will not be able to afford to educate them to the levels they need. And so the children, without degrees, will themselves realise that they have no hope. And instinct will turn nasty. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. I think this is now our future.